What do you think you're doing?
Sampling your saveloy. Not bad.
No, I meant, what are you doing in my kitchen?
Well, you don't expect me to work on an empty stomach, do you?
Well, I don't expect you to work at all without arranging a start date or your working hours or how much you're going to be paid.
Okay. I clocked on 40 minutes ago. I can work any time, day or night, and what should we say? 6K a month, and that lovely big bedroom on top of the stairs.
Okay, let's say £3 a month, and you find your own accommodation.
Okay. Let's look at this slightly differently. How many people around here would like to kill you?
Well, that would be pretty much everybody.
Well, for that, we need to be looking at least 5K.
And for that, I could hire my own security firm. At least they'd look the part.
Well, yeah, we haven't discussed my clothing allowance.
Or we could stop beating about the bush and start your trial. Unpaid, of course. And food not included.
Oh, I don't know why you lot have such a problem with hanging things up.
We'll be putting them back on in a minute.
Well, we're wiping your feet.
It's cleaner out there than it is in here.
Like I don't do enough mopping and scrubbing and vacuuming up at home farm.
Oh, don't mention that place.
Sammy.
No, I'm serious. None of us had ever gone near that house again if it were down to me.
In a fine state we'd be in then, with no money to buy food or pay bills. Bad enough we're Belle being out of work. And you're not exactly on big bucks up at the Hyde.
I don't want Tate's dirty money.
Oh, what are we going to live off then, eh? Fresh air? Pass us your coat, I'll hang it up myself.
Oh!
Are you all right? Sam?
It's fine.
No, it's not. What have you done? Let's have a look.
No!
OK. Is somebody going to tell me what's going on? What do you mean you wanted to teach him a lesson? You're talking to me now, Sam, not Kane.
I know, but he was shaking his head.
For goodness sake, Sam.
Tell me what happened!
We were going to make him drink drive, so he'd look guilty. It's payback for Nate.
So you broke into Home Farm, threatened Jamie, the man whose family employs both of us.
Sam was mad about the way he spoke
and then you tried to set him up for a crime he didn't commit.
He needed sorting
You
out.
could have killed him!
I'm sure it wouldn't have got that far.
I can't believe what I'm hearing here. What on earth were you thinking?
It was fine. I knew I was going to be all right. I'd came with us.
And a fat lot of good he was while your ribs were getting pokered. Did you think any of this through? Jamie could have ended up dead in a ditch, and then where will you have ended up, eh? I'll tell you where. Exactly where he's going. Prison.
I thought you would have wanted me to do something.
Well, you thought wrong, didn't you? Well, just get out, will you? Not you. I know I'm an outsider, and I understand that when you join this family, you live by Dingle Code.
That's right.
And I'm happy to do that. Most of the time.
Is there a point to this? Because I'll be honest with you, you're losing me here.
The point is, you're so wrapped up in pleasing yourself, you don't think about the consequences for anybody else. Have you got any idea how much Sam looks up to you?
Well, we look out for each other.
He could have ended up in prison.
I wouldn't let that happen.
I know what kind of a person you are, Kane. And I'm also aware that having someone like you in a family like this can be very useful. But don't drag Sam into it.
Well, he's a grown man. He can take care of himself.
He's a good man! Don't drag him into your world. Have I made myself clear?
Hiya.
What's up?
What's Tracy up to today?
Not sure. Doing something with Rona, I think.
Oh, don't tell me you're in bad books and all.
Look, Sam, Lydia's right. There's no point going after someone like Jamie. You're never going to win.
I know you lot think I can't handle it, but I can. I'm as much a dingle as Kane is. It's about time I stepped up to the plate. Right? Yeah. Thought we ought to discuss our next move.
There isn't going to be a next move because you're going to go home to your missus.
Why, is she all right?
Of course she is. What do you think I've done to her?
I know what she's like when she gets an idea in her head. There's no shift in her.
Well, she talks a lot of sense, so you need to listen to her.
Are you?
Look who it is. Dumb, dumber and dumbest.
Which one's which?
That's a close call, really.
Glad you two have turned up. We're looking for something to chuck on the bonfire.
Thought you might want to say hello to my new recruit. Now, that's the one that I was telling you about, Kane's son. He's, of course, slept with your sister. That's Kane. You've already met him. He's also slept with your sister.
Let's make this easier. Put your hands up if you didn't sleep with my sister.
You two got a death wish, or what?
I think very carefully about making threats if I were you.
You're brave. Now you got your bodyguard behind you.
Well, how about we talk about you breaking into my house yesterday?
How about we sort this out another way?
No, wait, I don't believe you. Vanessa wouldn't do that.
I promise you it was not an easy decision.
She knows how I feel about Johnny. It's not about you and Johnny. It's about what you did and how you've behaved since. Oh, what one stupid little kiss! It doesn't matter how many kisses it was, you still betrayed her. I thought we were over! Yes, well, newsflash, you are now. Come on, Rona.
No! No way are you taking my son away from me!
Move out of the way, Charity.
I'm his mother.
Not anymore.
Oh, really? Well, we'll see about that when I fight her for custody.
Are you serious?
Well, I've got about as much right to him as she has!
And you're even more of a cheap, conniving slapper than I thought you were.
Tracy, just leave
No, I
it.
will not leave it. You have never been good enough for my sister. You've destroyed her. You've sucked the life right out of her. And you know what? That is why I sent her that photo.
What, it was you?
Yeah. And I'm glad I did it. Because now she's finally seen you for what you are.